Hello, I'm Damien, and I'm Gamien. At least stop that sniffing sound. And this is Secret of Evermore. You might notice we are not where we usually are, the title screen or menu or anything. We kind of had to jump right into this because I caught us back up after the finale last time, quote unquote. Got everything figured out and caught up and all that good stuff. So the last time when we left off, we killed a puppet. I remember that much. We wandered around and we flew to the moon. And then we got eaten by a plant. That's about it. I guess in fairness, we killed two puppets as well as, I've already forgotten his name, but that horrifying monster that, escaped from the thingamabob. From the little show, the little tent. Yes, Mongola. That's the one. And yeah, sure, last night I made sure to get back to where we were and move ahead and all that stuff. We fixed our settings as well, so things aren't going to look quite as awkward and weird. And also I learned that Old Reliable is a thing that we have. It's a helmet. Nothing called Old Reliable is ever a helmet. It's dumb. Anyway. So there is one more thing, though. The reason we are right back here instead of exactly where we were, because we could have just been exactly where we were. I mean, oh yeah, this Old Reliable's a helmet. But I learned of a secret. Specifically, a secret boss. And we activated it via this access code panel. According to one thing I looked at, you're supposed to do it like every single time. When you're putting in codes, you're supposed to put in every single code combination, and that'll open this. That didn't happen, so coupled with a different reading walkthrough thing I was looking at, I think it might just be that there's a potentially random code every playthrough. Because the game, or that second guide, claimed put in 222. And if, that should work, but if it doesn't, just, keep putting in codes and it might be random. And I didn't put in 222. I started putting in every code. And I got it one code after the code necessary for opening up the storage room. Which I did also, or not storage room, progress, to open up progress. And I did already get everything in the storage room and everything because, yeah. So we're going to first fight the secret boss. I don't know what it is, or who do, or anything like that. I just know it's existent and secret. Certainly the boss music. We are locked in. I'm going to do that real quick because I just realized, the volume is kind of loud, and it probably actually is, because my at least for me, it's kind of loud for myself. I don't know if it was for you or not, but my headset was turned up higher than usual, because I was using it for other things the other day. There we go. I wasted my charge. Oh no. A face. Oh no. Another face. Ow. If I recall correctly, we met a face that looked kind of like this when, not super loud. Oops. There you go. I should probably, okay, that hurt. For one thing, we're going to heal ourselves, but also, Doggo is not set to fight all the time, so that's probably why he's not doing that. Anyway, if you recall, maybe, for a very brief period, we saw a face like this talking to, the big boss man guy from Reese. That was the only time we ever saw him. And now here he is. Congrats. I am forgetting how to use ring menus. There we go. That hurt a lot. More than I thought it was going to. We're going to use a nectar on Doggo, and 1 up on ourselves. The face is not in that, so I think it might be gone. Nope, there's... Ah, he transfers. Got it. I understand now. You know what? We're just gonna do this the cheesy way as well, because screw it. Another thing we learned, and I learned this because of Humbug. Apparently, you don't run out of ammo with this. The game is bugged, and it doesn't limit ammo. So, ow. If we ever get to find out, I guess we'll find out. Doggo is dead. Noted. I also went back and made sure to grab, like, revive and things, because I realized after a little while, or after the last time, I'm like, you know, 6 biscuits might not be enough. Okay, could you maybe stop with the flashing? Doggo seems to be dead again. That's understandable. How about we set up Reflect on ourselves? That'll probably be a useful, helpful thing. Or it won't. And now Doggo Biscuit on Durant's. Durant is dead again. Does revive better than a Dog Biscuit? See if we can get a nectar going just fast enough. Looks like the answer is yes. And in the midst of this as well, Reflect on Taranth. I am not doing a great job at hitting these things. You wanna, there you are. Oh, I can miss. Okay, there we go. I did it! It was me! Not the doggo who kills all the things forever. This one's still alive. We did it. I actually hit the enemy that time, so yay. Yeah! Reflect is worn off. Receive 30 particle bombs. We already had max particle bombs. So yeah, that's a reward for fighting the faces. 4,000 credits and the particle bomb. Yep. The important thing is we did it. That's what makes it a super boss. That you know, it gives shit for reward. And I guess just to verify, hit particle bombs. We're using up Humbug. We're using up ammo. Hi, Maven. And it's okay. We technically beat a super boss, but it was not. It was a super boss in the sense that it was actually attacking kind of quickly. It was just an optional boss. It was the faces from Antiqua. Anyway, we will now successfully fix our problem from before. It's already fixed. So the thing I didn't know and realize before is that despite the fact that it has 2 displays, the lights are tied to both the storage room and the greenhouse. That might be it, yeah. I couldn't buy max ammo because they came in sets of 10. So if I just fire off 2 more blasts... then technically speaking, we can go back and max it out. Excuse me. For now, we will switch back to the neutron blade, so that we don't use up more ammo. And you know what? I'm going to go back, because that was kind of my key strategy for the end goal, was to do the thing. It was going to utilize that, so we kind of need to go backtrack a little bit. That's another reason why I started in medias res, is because these things right here, they come back to life if you turn the game off. So while I was backtrack, or not backtracking, forward tracking, getting us back to where we were, I had to kill all the things again, and it was annoying as hell. Alright, if I hold the button down, will that do it for us? The answer is no. It's just a fickle thing to have to try to figure out. Yay! Through the weird refrigeration room. Actually, you know what I could also do in moments like this? We are not that one, this one. We are max level with that axe. So if we do that, we can now run forever, as long as I don't let go of the button. There we go. Back down here. That's not what we wanted. Right. We need to go this way and to the left. This actually should be just fine right here. Yep, there we go. So now we're back here, and we will indeed sleep at that sleepy spot. But we're here for the purchasing of purchasables. Because I think this is the ammo one. Nope, that's ingredients. Sure, I'll buy ingredients. Top off our feathers. Can't top off our roots. Yes, we are just topping off everything for no reason. Yeah, apparently the way you make the fight happen is just esoteric, and there's nothing to, as far as I can tell, just because nothing so far has indicated it, I'm not sure anything at all tells you that you can do it. It's just purely Easter egg. There we go. And you sell just regular store things? Yes. Let me top back off my biscuits. Let's top off wings, why not? Honey's already topped off. That's pixie dust, I wanted. Can't buy nectar here, got it. It's honey only. In fairness, I only learned about it because I was looking up cheat things. Looking up glitches, more specifically. Look, you can actually see us floating there now that my settings aren't fucked up. Okay, now we should be able to get back real quick to where we want to go. We will be ignoring the storage area because I have already completed the storage area again. We've got all the things. I stopped running. It's sad. There we go. That's not it, so it's this. Boom. Run forever. Too bad we're already done with it. Taranth. Kill. Kill. No, that's not killing. That's failing to attack. Kill. You're doing a lot of not killing, Taranth. Thank you. Yeah, level 34. And some credits to my name. Alright, we were supposed to fire off a bazooka blast. Nope. Spending ammo. Is this one max ammo, maybe? Yep, that spins ammo too. Thunderballs, we can go beyond 99, apparently. Yeah, 98's still a good bit. We'll still save it mostly for bosses rather than use it forever, but... Run! Anyway, I thought I opened you. I did open you. Okay, and hopefully the lights in the greenhouse should still be off. God damn it, why is there another one of those? Thank you. Okay, good. So yeah, the whole issue here was that yeah, we weren't supposed to have the lights turned on. So now they won't do anything to us because they can't see me. And as far as I'm concerned, I can't see them. And we'll all live happier for it. Except for that mosquito. Fuck that mosquito. Received 30 cryoblast projectiles. I wonder. And I have 128. Now I have 127. Okay, I was wondering if maybe going over the supposed max of 99 would have counted as doing that or whatever, getting past it, or what would have made it, if that is what made it unlimited ammo. But the answer is no. Okay, we are now in places we have not yet been. These are all still destroyed, but yeah, I'm just gonna hang out and do some alchemy. We can't cast Reflect anymore. What did Reflect need? Hey, Trance? Trance, you wanna... You stupid dog. Is it that I'm too pretty? Is that the problem? Very weird if I am playing the European version, because I thought this game didn't have a European version, for one thing. You're Professor Ruffleberg, aren't you? Right, yes. Sorry, that's not the voice of the... And you're Damadoo. I've been walking you through the monitors. You're quite an adventurer. You must have the same spirit that inspired me to quit this world. Of course. That was me years ago. Now, everything is out of whack and Carlton is on the whoosh. Carltron? He's the big guy in the tuxedo who showed me the door. Why, yes, but Damadoo, Carlton is my automated servant. At least he was. This is such a terrible Dr. Wowie. It's not even Dr. Wowie, Dr. Light impression. I'm gonna stop. I constructed Carlton in order to do the household chores. You know, tidy up, we guess. Pay out the bills. Let the cat out, clean the gutters. And I made him smart. That he could play chess and give me one for my money. But as the years wore on, Carlton got tired of being over truant. He decided to take over the tables and turn. Sure. That wasn't me, that was totally the script, that's what it said right there. You can't prove otherwise. Thus he sabotaged the experiment. That was just stranded in the world of our imagination. Yeah, that's... it's a special kind of amazing. And then he schemed and schemed and schemed until he finally made his move. We used this machine to come to Evermore. And when Carlton took over, he used it to threaten the lives of my friends. It's like a mix of a bad Dr. Light impression and a bad Homestar. Carlton is in shitty mechanoid. Well, I mean, indeed. He said that he'd destroy the planet if I didn't make Warlock clones of my friends. And with these clones weeding the land, weeding the wind, Evermore, Carlton will be in control. But thank you, Carlton has been thwarted at every turn. Now he retweeted a chamber in the center of Amatopia. Or he probably hatching another evil plan as we speak. If we can help you stop the guy... Oh, that's me, sorry. If we can help you stop the guy once and for all, can you help us get back to Podunk? Or as the hatching on the background makes it kind of look like a Pudunk. I don't even know how you would pronounce an umlaut over a D. Oh yeah, by all means. In fact, if Carlton will be controlled, the rest of us will return to Podunk as well. Let's do it! There's a special item in Evermore to key to enter in Carlton's chamber. The items are in core at the base of the chessboard. You can retrieve the device, you'll be able to confront Carlton and stop him. I'll give you access to the core from my control board. Oh, hey. Another statue. Just the immediate shooting of the weapon. The dog is a laser gun now. He is going to kill that cat. And now he's back, so I assume the deed is done. You'll find a hatch that we escape pod in next room. You can use the pod to return to Evermore and get the call. Before you go, Mega Man, let me give you a special alchemy formula. Yeah, meteor white and dry ice. You create a call bead. Increase call bead maximum. I mean, we have dry ice and we have... I guess we can put it on for a moment. We have to remove something first, though. It's I don't know. Go away, lightning storm. Call up. You need my help, Dr. Call bead in the ground. I'll be there. Would like to record your progress. See you later. Alright, so if I just call up. I got a call bead. How many call beads do I got? 8. Well, that means we're above the maximum already. I don't really need these, right? What are you sniffing at? Armor sales mode engaged. What would you like to buy? A virtual glove? A brainstorm? And we can't afford that one. How dare you? I could backtrack and sell all my other old crap. That's right, that's the one type we don't have. Brainstorm. Virtual glove. It's like the power glove and the virtual boy all put together. Did it have a sell mode? Oh, it did have a sell mode. Awesome. Okay, so let's just literally get rid of all this other old crap that we've been holding on to forever just because why not? Just gotta be careful not to sell what we're wearing. Stop putting me back on my... on that. That's concerning. I mean, I realize we did just save the game, so it's not like we can't just restart if we have to if I mess up, but... this is not going to be nearly enough money. I'm not going to test it. Yeah, that's not anywhere near enough money. 14, you know what, honestly though, we can probably just hop back up, and if there's one of them spinny guys or whatever up in here, there was one of them, right? Yeah, there he is. See, that gives us 1,000 credits. Plus, I assume we're probably stat screen. Yeah, yeah. So now we're already up to 4,000. So just 14 more. Yep. But here's the thing. Let's see here. It's gone. Well, fine then. That's fine. It was broken anyway, so it was presumably dead, but it seemed like I may have been able to shoot them regardless. Anyway, but yeah, so we just jump back down and kill 10 more of them. Well, I guess the question to be answered is, are we able to come back specifically to this place? Like, to the professor's lab to buy that last thing? Or are they going to make us go somewhere else? And is it going to be a pain in the ass to get back here? At least from and goes. Okay, then yeah, that's fine. Yeah, because it's only the 1,000. Okay, then yes, we will go and do the thing. Professor. Yeah, I know. No, I just wanted to save. I like saving. Alrighty. Boop. Received laser lance. Now we have a neon green spear. I'm sorry, that's not an escape pod. This is just straight up a spaceship. How the hell am I supposed to... Do I just land on the chessboard itself? Oh, no, there we go. There's the... Okay, so yeah, we've basically just replaced our boat, or our plane, with a spaceship. It's not a table. So apparently I missed a recipe here that I thought, and I tried to grab, and... Yep, the one table I messed up on. Found the explosion formula. It's in the form of pills. Destroys barriers. What good does that do me? I can destroy any barrier I want with my feet, or with my my axe. Let me just remove all of the offensive abilities. It says here that the formula requires 2 parts ethanol and 1 part ash. I'd better stock up. Speaking of axes, by the way, found the Atom Smasher. Now, all of our weapons are radioactive. It's great. Boom. 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 Yeah, green axe. Good job, Toranth. Getting in my way. Anywho, welcome yet again to medieval place with medieval people. Just gonna go ahead and equip a lower level of axe. All right, I also wanted to find out what. Is it? The chessboard is between the two cities. Oh, right. Fair. Reflect. What is that? We have the iron, so I guess I'm missing whatever the brown goop is. Ah, grease. It is the word, after all. Anyway, I was also gonna re-equip the Night Basher because it's faster. Unlike me. Off. I was off. There we go. Only 260, which means we only have 100 and... Because here's the thing, I'm going to also have to find a money exchanger, because I don't think the armor shop offered to exchange money. I'll be honest, I have no idea where anything is in here. I barely remember the fact that the chessboard exists in the first place. Oh, well, okay then. I guess it doesn't exchange like everything else has in the past. No, well, I mean, when I was exchanging talents for jewels and then jewels for gold coins, it was an exchange rate of it cost 2 of the older currency to get 1 of the new currency. Huh. I guess I kind of appreciate that because that makes sense. That you know, because all credits are is just a currency that just exists via Kuaz, you know? It is a currency without any actual backing to it, technically speaking. Whereas, you know, gold is gold. Granted, the value of gold in and of itself is tied specifically just to what people perceive the value to be, but still. You need to float a little lower. Okay, so it's still a better exchange rate, just not amazingly good. Hey, welcome to the chessboard. That's the way to the forest maze. This is the way that just opened up. Whatever. I'd like to get some grease, but I'm not sure if you can buy grease anywhere. Because that reflects was super helpful. Received energy core. Hi. Oh, welcome, my friend. I don't get many visitors down here. Ah, that annoying foot knight usually scares them away. Oh, you have the oracle bone. I can give you 2 alchemy formulas that you'll find quite useful. Force field will fend off the enemy's strongest blow, and use stop to keep your enemies at bay. Grease and iron, don't got grease. And stop. Wax and crystal. Neat. We need that for cure. We need feathers for cure purposes, not attack purposes. Boop. That makes sense. And barrier is just protect, a la Final Fantasy, by comparison. Oh, just next attack, not all the attacks. I think I like damage reduction a little better, because if it is just physical protection for 1 hit, then that's going to immediately eat up a lot of grease that we don't have. Compared to, like, I would like to just reflect magic, because that just stuck around, and that was good. Well, it says next attack. Not that I actually trust anything that this game specifically says, because it's got that old game issue. I guess we could always just use up all my dry ice and meteorites, and then, except dry ice and or meteorite probably. Oh, there's grease. And there goes all my hard-earned gold coins. Where would be a good place to farm gold coins? Because those floaty... Them floaty skull guys, that's no good. I guess technically speaking, there is the forest maze. God damn it, skull guy. Okay, so yeah, even though it's barrier is only basic mitigation rather than a full nullification, I'd still, yeah, the fact that it lasts longer. And frankly, my plan is to just be not in melee range, so reflect is more worthwhile anyway. Can you die, please? Because like I said, I don't actually know what's worthwhile. I just want to not have to fight you guys, because you guys suck. Hello, guy who sells feathers. Or not? Oh no, never mind. Sorry, no, it's the guy in the middle of the forest who sells feathers. So the guy just happened to find. Anyway, I need to do the grindies. So could somebody else do the math for me of just how many gold coins I actually need? Let's just call it 1,500 because it was 14 something something, or 14, no, not 100,000. It was 14 something thousand that we needed, and I don't remember the exact something number. And if the exchange rate is, so 15,000 times 8. Well, 5 times 8 is 40. 1,000. Okay, that seems really low. But I guess if it's an exchange rate of 8. Fun fact, I'm not good at big number math. And that's not even a big number. That's medium number math. Sure, let's just keep bouncing back and forth. That works. It's totally fun and not obnoxious. I smashed to the atom. Whoa, I hit him. What are we at? Nowhere near enough? Oh, that's a lot more than I expected. Okay, that's not bad. This doesn't change the fact that we're gonna have to, like, still go to an earlier portion of that thing, 'cause I don't think that shop had an exchanger. But I guess we'll see. Question mark? Good. Good job. I would also like to get... Okay, there's a nectar. I was about to say, I would also like to get a full complement of nectars if we can. But I'm not quite as worried about that. If it ends up being a thing of, If it ends up being a thing where, like, we go back to the ship and we can't fly anywhere. Like, if it just automatically takes us back to, space and we can't come back or whatever. Ah, 2 of you. Seven hundred ninety is nowhere near what we need. Where are all the enemies? Yeah, it might be, and that annoys me, if so. They're at least plentiful. Hey, man. Yeah. Good job. Thank you for the level up. I was about to say, I'm like, Doggo, you want to hit anything at any point? Smeesh. Ow. God, okay, fine, I'll do the thing. You want to come play, Bone Buzzard? Come on. Come play. Hey, look at that. That is indeed the much better choice than what we were doing. 1875, right? Almost. Just like 10,000 more buzzards. Good job, Triumph. There's a wall right there, okay. I'm like, I'm blocked off utterly and entirely what's going on. Oh, another wall. This maze will be the death of me. I wonder if that pile of bones is still waiting up here. Well, it came back to life, clearly. Boy. Dang it. Oh, that's enough. And with some despair, Suga fired on the main character's right side a little bit. Right, we can use reflect again. I'm like, why is where you got it? What is that? Let's reflect. The reflect. Copies +1. Bum, 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 boom, boom, ba da da, boom, 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 boom. Out of curiosity, do you just give me another one? Oh, I see you have one of those energy core doohickeys. I hear that they lose their energy if not used quickly. Of course, I'm no expert, you know. Would you like to purchase ingredients? Ethanol, ash, acorn, and brimstone. No, we're good. I will record my progress. What's you sniffing over here? You're sniffing where we got an alchemy thing. Okay. No. I want to know what this place is about. This is an action RPG, and as we all know, in any kind of RPG, landmasses are not allowed to exist unless they have a reason to exist. I'm just coming here to pick up nectar. Oh. We'll transfer our money into jewels real quick to grab some nectar. Unless we just have jewels hanging around. Be cool if we did. I don't think we do, though. Yeah, no jewels. And then we'll transfer back into... whatchamacallit. We will transfer it back into gold coins. So that'll be a visit back to... Where am I going? I'm going down. Am I even where I think I am? Yes, I am. There we go. This guy should have nectar for us. There's also this guy here. What's the meaning of this? Why do you disturb my rest? I'm sorry. I didn't know. You're a skinny little guy, aren't you? You need some meat on your bones. You need brute strength. I've got just the thing for you. The power of Atlas. We have gained Atlas. We get super strength. I'm going to. It is important. It is something that we need to have for posterity's sake. Of course, in order to use this Atlas formula, you need an Atlas medallion. I can offer you one for 150 jewels. Is it a deal? Sure. Sorry, you can't afford it. Maybe some other time. That's okay. Hey, buddy. Welcome to my warehouse emporium. I have a huge collection of goods at fabulous prices. You know how I can do that? Valium. What can I do for you? Change my money. I could just change my credits. Ooh, I should. Change my credits into... I doubt this is actually going to make any worthwhile sense, but what if I exchange what credits I have into jewels, and then transfer all the jewels into gold coins, and then all the gold coins back into credits? I'll probably somehow lose money on the deal. It will not make a difference, I figured. 1 jewel for every 4 credits. Sure. Anyway, you've got, oh, you have honey as well. Neat. Alright, sorry. Okay, we are now maxed up on nectar. That's what I wanted. Alright, everyone. Actually, before I'm just gonna call up 3 more times. Make those call beats happen. I'll probably have enough credits. Unless your math previously incorporated the amount of credits I already had. Yeah. Then my math, the 15,000, was based on the price without even paying any attention to my credits. Okay, we've done call up. Can you transfer my formulas then? Right there. Oh, it's you. Have you come back for an Atlas medallion? No. Okay, you won't exchange my things. That's fine. That's fine because we have to go back to medieval land anyway. Anyway, we might as well just use it right now. This is the power of Atlas. Yeah. So what that does, for those who do not know, which would be, I guess, most people. I have finally succeeded at my quest to become huge! Anyway, it gives you a pretty good boosty to your attack power. Speedrunners apparently utilize this in overflow bug with this by getting real high with it, then saving and quitting the game, and then waiting for it to wear off, and then changing their weapon somewhere in there as well to where it's a weak weapon. Basically, in the end, what happens is that it has an underflow, and it goes from being like an underflow glitch. Goes from having like, oh hey, you've got like 50 attack power to 1,500, not 1,500, like I think the video that Bug showed me was like 23,000. Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, 65,535. But you apparently perpetually do no damage/miss on a fully charged attack, which means you can only attack rapidly during those moments when you have the weak, powerless attack. So it is only a good thing if you make it happen, because you can attack faster and for insane amounts of damage. Where is... there it is. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Bo-po-do-bo-do-bo-do-bo-do-bo. But of course we need those Atlas amulets to do the thing, and we don't have any of those anymore. And I'm not going to go buy more. Hey, friend. No. No, I thought you were going to allow me to change my alchemy. It's fine. We just have to go to town to exchange our money and also talk to the alchemy lady hidden behind the building, because she should be able to trade our spells. We should be able to unequip with her. And worst come to worst, we just go talk to fucking Fire Eyes or something. I think she can do it too. Oh no, Atlas wore off. We are no longer huge in body or spirit. Hey, lady. Yes, thank you. That's what I want. Unequip Atlas. Equip, I guess stop. Because we can unequip, we also can unequip Call Up. And I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Oh, they have Force Field. Why not Force Field? Just in case. What do you sell again? Things I don't care about? Generally speaking, yes. Okay. Alright, bye-bye. Ba-ba. Brr. Brr. One of the runners for this game plays shirtless and flexes like the protagonist when he uses Atlas. Oh god. But that'll get you kicked off of Twitch. Yes, I would like to change my money. Change my jewels. Excellent. So now we have nothing but gold coins and 3 credits. Got it. I mean, yeah, that's fair. Of course, allowed is, a nebulous term. It could just be that he just kind of did it. And then they didn't, and it was at least early enough in the days where they wouldn't have stopped him. And it's just like, yeah, no more of this later. I don't know. Point being, he did do it regardless. Okay. Alright, up we go. Everyone was encouraging him to do it. Oh no. Bip, 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 bip. Hi, just in case, save my game. Is your destination Omnitopia? Yeah. Up we go. Higher and higher and higher and higher, and here we go. Please make it to where I just have to actually talk to the dude. Thank you. Money exchange. 8 credits for every gold coin. Sure. Okay. Purchase. The one thing we have left to buy, because we already got a spot scholar. We now have, to my understanding and knowledge, the most powerful equipment. And we got Force Field, 51 charges, Regrowth, Miracle Cure, Barrier, Reflect, 1 Up, Revive, Explosion, whatever it do, and Stop, because why not? Alrighty. Hey. The Energized Alchemy will sure help you when you fight with Gautwan. I'm sorry, what is Energize? Okay, fuck Explosion, Energize. We have iron and we have crystals. I don't know how many crystals. The formula requires 1 part crystal and 1 part iron. When you carry it, the explosion is going to be a big one. We'd like to record your progress. Yeah? See you later. How many times can we cast Energize? 69. Nice. Alright, we're fine. Right, that's fine. Where we're going, we don't need Energize. but we'll give it to our dog. Calcon hidden in a chamber waiting to send an Armitopia. Get entering the chamber's energy core. Take a junkyard section. Activate a transport tube. Good luck, Damadoo. Okay, well, fun fact. I sure as hell don't remember what the junkyard sector is. Where I first entered the place. Okay, thank you. Look at all of you remember where the junkyard sector is. Anyway, I guess let's equip the Atom Smasher just in case. If we could just teleport to our dog, and we could just have the dog fly around the outside and take care of it. It's fine. Just happy little trees. Happy little trees. Happy little sleeping trees. Happy little sleeping trees that won't, completely destroy us utterly. Because they're happy and asleep. That felt much shorter than going the other way. But sure, whatever. I don't care. It's fine. Fuck you. Fuck you. What am I doing? This isn't what we wanted. Oh, no, it is. Never mind. Honestly, I should really be controlling the dog regardless, because doggo goes zoom. But then I have to be the one to hold the button down for doggo to shoot gun. I will destroy you. I did it. That's not a path. Also not a path. Yeah, level 35 for Triumph. Alrighty, back to the cooled down non-refrigeration units, the radiators as they are. The incredibly inefficient heat sinks. Damadoo reached level 36. Delightful. Children from down the lane. Doggo, how did you get outside? Hello. No, thank you. Yes, please. Okay, bye-bye. It's there we go. It's a Ow! Taranth, protect me. Good job. I love when he gets interrupted by dodging, because that just means that he does those double shots and it's amazing. Go away. Go away. Okay, welcome to, I guess, what's apparently the junkyard sector. Yeah. So I have a feeling this is the thing that we're supposed to be going to. Would you like for me to record your progress? I guess. Yeah, single save file. See you later. Oh, it's the, I saw this when I was flying around this doggo, and I'm like, a place I couldn't get to in any way, so it's probably just decoration. I guess not. That's a grenade. This is a bazooka. Energized doggo. I'm helping. I was in the wrong direction. There we go. Taranth, what are we doing now? Oh. I see. I didn't realize there were switches until just now. I saw those Betroths. Taranth. Kill. Me. Don't be killed. Ooh. Nothing. Taranth. Possibly kill. I guess not. I guess he wasn't... He didn't need to kill him. I guess you pull the bazooka back out just in case. Oh god. Yeah, no more Roomba for you. My barrier wore off. Taranth, energize. No robo spiders or Roombas for you. You gonna send the spinnies at me? Yes, you are. Got it. That's a lot of spinnies. Oh, interesting. Barrier has worn off. Therefore, barrier. And Taranth could use... Well, they can both use regrowth. But also... Oh, I can only use one up on me. Good to know. Yeah, we're fine. Okay, now we're not fine. I'm glad I picked up those... I'm glad I actually went through the effort to get those nectars, since I didn't realize one-up could only be used on me. Nope, Energize not allowed to wear off. Okay, curiosity. Was I in the middle of doing something to Taranth before? No, okay, one-up is indeed only on me. But Energize is not, and therefore Taranth. I knew another Roomba was going to happen. Hi! I remember fighting ones of you before. Oh, Taranth is dead. Taranth, stop being dead. People like to hurt my dog, and I don't appreciate that. I mean, they are lasting a good bit longer than I expected them to. There we go. Oh, fuck. Oh, God, I'm doomed. I'm doomed if there's a Negatoranth right now. I did it. You have anything in you? Of course not. Another spider. More spiders. I'll let that Roomba live, because I'd like to not have yet more spiders on my hands. Hi, I remember you. Ow. One up, it's now level 1. There, it's now level 1. Oh, hi! You're creepy. I don't like you. I'm gonna hang out over here, maybe? I see, you have explosions to prevent me from doing that too much. Gun Waluigi, yep. Energize wore off, that's not allowed. I'm a little disappointed that these guys aren't using any alchemy at all. Barrier's worn off, so that's probably referring to Doggo. And me. And I was also going to cast Regrowth on Taranth. My wounds are healing, because my doggo is being revived continually with regen. Damien reached level 38. I think I did it. That was Carltron, I guess. Nope, no, there he is. Hi, Carltron. That's a nice laser pointer you got. You are going to pay for this, filthy human. Damien reached level 38. Taranth reached level 37. Not so fast, Dr. Wowie. Mailhead. No! Losing power! Barrier has worn off! Oh no, he turned off Energize! Carltron has left the building. It looks like his insidious villain days are over. So, Professor, what's gonna happen to Evermore now? Rebirth the one off. That's a good question, Mega Man. I'm not sure. It would call Twan's influence that created evil elements in Evermore. Now he's unplugged. I would suspect those elements to be going away. You can take a look for yourself. All of us, we put you into a scene with a projectomatic Zeptwan simulator. Rebirth just keeps wearing off. Oh, let's see here. Twist this knob. Pull this lever. Lever. Yeah. Yeah, so do it. Oh, you killed me. Thanks. Oh, no! No, I didn't want the genocide of the snail people! Fuck, I should have known I'd get the bad ending. Yeah, but fuck that spider, especially. I should have made sure to do mercy on everyone. Also, yeah, fuck those guys. Don't mind those guys dying. That's right, explode the swamp. Whoa. Looks like the big battle scene in Monster Quake down there. Yeah. I believe that Evermore on Queen Coco destruction. We caught one influence gone and bound to the world completely offset. Only way to reverse the problem is we move our own influence on the world. We have to leave now and take off when we heard. Okay. Well, Evermore will be Evermore. Evermore. That's a tongue twister. Especially when I'm trying to talk like I've got like a perpetual yawn with marbles in my mouth. Oh, you're not good. They ain't getting much worse. They ain't getting much worse. I don't know if oil space station can handle it. Damadoo. You gotta go down there. You gotta find out Wilby, Hoy, and Camilla and bring her here. On the crashing space station. Then we will turn the podunk together. It only holds for Elmore and for us. We'll do it! What do you suppose our chances are? Well, we, in a way, different can differentiate the result. Take the eigenvector here and void it, carry the we. Your chances for success are what we. I like those odds, but you gotta give it a try. You must stop in, Mega Man. Let's go, Taranth. We've got to get our friends. The little girl, the old man, and the lady. I don't know what's happening if the Quakes get worse. The village is doomed. The Quakes have never been this bad. I fear you may be right. Elizabeth, you've got to come with us. Evermore is coming apart and we're the cause. Strongheart, I must leave, but I'd like to thank you and the whole village. You've all been so kind to me. These ground shakes are getting worse, and I'm afraid it's because of me. Fire Eyes. Elizabeth, don't talk like this. It's not your fault. The ground shaken before. I'm afraid it is, dear friend. And things will only get worse if I stay. Elizabeth, are you ready to go? Yes, in just a moment. Sniff. Strongheart. Sniff. I didn't think it would be so hard. I know, little one. I know. But you should go now. Your future is out there, not here. I don't have a consistent voice. You will always have a home here. Fire Eyes. Could you maybe pick up the pace just a little bit, Elizabeth? Everybody do the escape pod. Give me a moment with my caveman manfu. Husbando. I believe these quakes are getting worse. That was probably actually the friend, though. I think you're right, my friend. People haven't started to panic yet. But if things don't improve, there'll soon be chaos. Chaos, I say! I say. Horace! Horace! Zounds, lad! Take your time now. What is it? Evermore's coming apart. We've got to leave. Leave? We should stay and help these people. Oh, sorry, leave. We should stay and help these people. But we're the problem. We don't belong here anymore. The longer we stay, the worse it'll get. Horace, if the boy's right, you should leave immediately. Don't worry. I can take care of things here. After all, I'm Strongheart, but with white hair. I know you can, my friend. You're a good man, Madronus. As are you, Horace Highwater. It's been an honor knowing you. Okay, like Elizabeth, could you maybe pick up the pace? Like, you don't even need a run sprite. You just have to, move faster. The world is literally coming apart at the seams. I know you're an old man, but... Oh dear, I'm so scared. Camilla! We've got to go. Camellia. Evermore is shaking apart. No time to explain. Camellia, my sweet, don't leave me. You heard the boy. You can have the I've forgotten the voice so much already. You can have the castle. There we go, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely gone green. It's becoming Game Boy. Now it's turning Virtual Boy. No, Damadou, we need to go up. There we go. God damn it, Horace, you're so slow. Holy flames, we gotta go back to Podunk. We're running out of time. Where's Damadou? Goodbye, Calaquan. I'll see you on the other side. We're gonna break on food. So we're just feeding everyone to this machine, and assuming it's going to take us back and not become the new Lavos. Muck called the energy immediately. What man? Where Domadoo? There's not much time. I hope he makes it. Oh, there I am. Let's go, Taranth. Come on. Oh, forget about the cat. We gotta get back to Podunk. Leave the cat to die. Whoa. Whoa, that was intense. Hi, Taranth. Where have you been? Oh, it's good to see you're back to normal. Gonna miss the toaster, though. Everything is normal. Good old Podunk. Nothing strange here. I wonder if that whole adventure was just a product of our overly active imaginations. As I ram into a parking meter. Wow! I think we've got our answer. It was a movie all along. Well, we're safe and we're home, Wayne. I will go call. It certainly was. Now a new adventure begins in this real world. I hate it already. It's not 1965 anymore, you know. I know that it was time to go, but I'm going to miss my village. And I will miss my kingdom. I wonder what will become of Evermore. And there we have it. Yes, literally saw his dog change from a toaster to a dog. So that's Secret of Evermore. That was fun as fuck. Oh, I mean the game was jank, but it's also an SNES game. They all have a decent handle of jank, decent amount of jank. Oh, but yeah, it was a good game. I really enjoyed that. Good music, strong. I mean, the gameplay was basically. I mean, I will criticize still the continual grinding of weapon types. Mostly because it was, hey, you have to grind. You have 3 weapon types, and you have to grind all of them continually over and over. Like if it was like grind, like with Secret of Mana, like grind separate weapon types, like that'd be fine. But yeah, regardless, the good outweighed the bad. It is, in my opinion, mild nitpicks. Because the overall was still fun. Jeremy so. Oh. Look. That guy is totally becoming in charge. Lead writer, George Seinfeld. Writer, Paul Mazurk. I don't know what I'm doing. And many others. Why don't they get to be named then? Oh, the brothers together again forever. Where's your dragon friend, though? The one that obviously ate people. Did he die? And now, the pig-faced evil clones. Ooh. Special thanks to our families. And most importantly, aw, thanks to Damadou and his faithful companion Taranth. The end. This is good music too. Bum, 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 bum. It has a little bit of Chrono Trigger to it. Oh, we'll be sitting here for a little bit. It's fine. I wish I had more to say, but I mean, I don't. I enjoyed it. I could nitpick it to death if I wanted to, but I don't want to at all. I never do, but because that's the thing is like with any game, you can nitpick to death pretty much any game if you really want to. Oh, but that's no fun. I just enjoying things. Oh. Bum 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 bum. Exactly, it's a good mess. Oh. I mean, I feel like they did certainly capture the B-movie vibe, because I'm like, how would I equate this game? Not quite a popcorn game in the same vein that I feel like you talk about Saga Frontier 2, because there wasn't a lot about like watching, or Saga Frontier more specifically as a popcorn game. I think it's mostly because I don't watch B movies, maybe. Because like I have come away with a feeling basically akin to a B movie, where it's like, I'm glad I watched that. It was a good mess, but it was certainly a mess, but it was a good mess. And I might come back to it eventually, at some point, just because. Oh. But it's not necessarily a game of I'm going to come back to this over and over and over again, because for me, something like Chrono Trigger would be that, or insert Final Fantasy name here, with exception to Final Fantasy 2 or 3, because I've not actually gone 3. I went back to multiple times, only in the sense of here we go. That's right. There's a secret ending section if you wait 2 minutes. Oh fuck, Carltron. Oh fuck, Dr. Light. Oh, that's good robot, Carltron. That's clean. Ain't no more playing for world domination. Okay. Good. Oh no! Sequel bait? Oh, it is indeed perfect to end this game on the end? Yeah, gotta make a sequel, gotta see what's gonna go on.